How big are your ambitions for this party now?
There's no limit on my ambitions for the Liberal Democrats. I think we're at a pivotal moment in our politics where the two-party structure is fracturing and there is a real appetite for a liberal movement, for people who believe in our values, who say immigration's a good thing, that we need to reshape our economy so that it works for people and planet. And those people are joining us in their thousands, and I want to lead the Liberal Democrats to build that liberal movement.
You'd be a different kind of leader. You're much younger, you've got two small children, and so on. How would you be a different leader? What would it feel like?
Well, I mean, I'm putting myself forward for this job. I've got 12 years of experience as an MP, 3 years as a minister. I think I can build this movement by reaching out to new generations of voters, to people who do share those values, who, in particular, on the issue of our relationship with the European Union, really want someone to say, Europe is a good thing. It has been a beacon for peace, hope, and human rights.
Okay, so you know very well the reason the Lib Dems have been so popular recently is that you've said you're going to stop Brexit. One simple, difficult question: how?
The way to stop Brexit is to secure enough votes in the House of Commons for a people's vote on the deal. And that means convincing more MPs. Now,
more Tory MPs
yes,
who've been completely against it. And you're saying vote for me and I will persuade Tory MPs to vote for another referendum.
Well, that's the challenge that we need to do, and we need to work cross-party to do that, and I have been through the People's Vote campaign, the Lib Dem face of that movement. We got to 280 MPs in favour of a People's Vote at the last count, but we do need more. Now, the European elections helped put pressure on the Conservatives. One of the new contenders in the race today, hard to keep track of the Tory leadership contenders, Sam Gimmer, he's standing on the position of backing a People's Vote. Now, unfortunately, I don't think Sam's going to win, but I think that discussion needs to happen in the Conservative Party, and we need to put pressure on.
Well, let's talk about what kind of referendum that would be, because he and some of the other contenders all want no deal to be on the ballot paper. And Vince Cable said you have to do that because there are so many people in the country who want no deal that it would be undemocratic and wrong to take that off the ballot paper. But you, Joe Swindon, want it off the ballot paper.
I think no deal would be irresponsible for our country because of what it would mean for our economy, for our security, and for our NHS. But I recognise that I don't get to set this question. My red lines are that the People's Vote needs to have a specific deliverable Brexit on the ballot paper, and it needs to have the chance for people to choose to remain in the European Union.
Okay, because, you may think no deal is a disaster, and for the rest of it, there are millions of people who don't think that, and would feel really, really outraged if that was taken off the agenda.
But this is the irresponsibility of what the Prime Minister, Theresa May, has sort of let happen, as if this is some kind of reasonable option. And when I hear Conservative leadership contenders like Andrea Leadsom talking about a managed exit, as if this is something you can manage and plan for. It's, planning for no deal. It's like saying you're going to plan for your house to burn down. You might get contents insurance, you're still going to lose all your stuff.
That's your view and your opinion.
It's the government's view, actually. It's the government says the economy will be £140 billion a year worse off if we go for a no-deal exit.
Sure, but all I'm making is a different point, in a sense, a democratic point. Let me read you this. If there is a large swell of opinion which says no deal, then this is an option which you'd have to offer in a democratic vote. That's Vince Cable. He's right, isn't he?
Look, as I say, the Electoral Commission sets the question, and from my perspective, it has to be something that is specific, because we got into this mess.
Well, you might not like it, but no deal is specific.
Because Brexit, it doesn't actually tell you what happens the day after, because if we never have any kind of deal, you're just in this sort of perpetual limbo catastrophe. But we do need to have a specific option, because Brexit means Brexit was the most meaningless phrase ever, and we had this blank canvas to which everybody could project their own form of Brexit. Brexiteers cannot even agree among themselves, even now, what Brexit means. That's why it needs to go back to the people with the People's Vote.